What is Kampung spirit and does it still exist in Singapore? According to National Archive of Singapore, Kampung spirit refers to a sense of community and solidarity. But I wanted to find out people's definition of Kampung spirit and see if it still exists in the modern day. I'm right outside the last kampung in Singapore. I've never lived in a kampung before, so now I'm about to find out more about the kampung spirit. I found the owner of the kampung and I asked her for an interview and she agreed to it. 什么是钢绑精神？
钢绑精神是全部好像人家有事情，我们去帮忙，一起做东西，那就钢绑精神。好像以前我小的时候啊，我的邻居有的阿公阿嬷不是80为了咯，我的爸爸就叫我们，你们去那边看看，看他们那边有需要帮忙吗？你们去帮忙这样咯。有时候过年过节因为住在一起嘛，都整10多年了。他们过年过节啦、做生日啦、barbecue， 他们会拿东西给你吃。
你觉得现在新加坡有钢绑精神吗？
如果他们有老人家教出来的多数有。因为他们会放低自己，跟人家合在一起。如果他们没有老人家教的他们多数不会。After finding out what a person in a kampong thinks about kampong spirit, I headed to the next location, the modern neighborhood. Here, I found two of the residents who agreed to do an interview. So, what's your definition of kampong spirit?
The kampung spirit, what you call, is not that prevalent when we were in the real kampung, the village days. But nevertheless, we still get together among those who have stayed for some time, or some for a longer period. So whenever free time, we get at the white deck or the ground floor, the senior citizens, what do you call senior citizens corner.
So how often you all meet together casually?
Casually, quite often, maybe a few days in a week, as and when stroll pass by like today. I didn't have any appointment with him, but just pass by, spend about half an hour chit-chat with him before I go back home for my lunch.
The meeting is just impromptu
Yes.
Hello, then we just continue No specific subject
Yeah. Do you think the younger generation have kampung spirit?
Most of them, the younger, is more through games When they meet the youngsters through games, they catch up with them.
So they gather in terms of having their own common interests.
The youngest ones, yeah, correct. Like you say, badminton player, they will be with their badminton player. Cyclists, they will be with their cyclists, basketball, and then the Zapata crowd, they will gather here on Sundays. So it's like that. After finding out what the senior citizens in the neighborhood thinks about kampung spirit, I headed back before going to the last place. I met up with my friends to eat before I went to the final location. When we were eating, I realized this is also counted as having kampung spirit in the form of gathering together to eat and talk with one another. I then left them and headed to the last location. At the basketball court, I was looking for people who I can play with. I saw a group of guys sitting there and I went up and asked them. He was willing to let me join him and I showed him my perfect shooting form. I also got to talk to him when playing. How often do you play?
A week
Yeah.
I play maybe 3 times.
Oh. After playing, he was down to do an interview. What is kampung spirit to you?
Kampung spirit to me is like community such as I can use an example as like HDB, where different culture stay in the same government always put different culture in the same level.
What about this? What about coming here together to play? Is it count? What do you think?
I think yes, it count. Where different people from different areas come together and play and learn together.
Do you play more often?
Yes, to learn from other people and also know new people and learn new skills.
After visiting the different places, I learned that you don't have to live in a kampong to have kampong spirit. It also exists in the modern day in many forms, such as coming together to do activities, eating and talking together, and also helping one another. Meeting the people at the different places also made me realize that this is also a form of kampong spirit in terms of them being helpful by allowing me to interview them and be open to share their thoughts.